Hello, everybody, welcome. Rozsaki investigator, hello. Everybody, welcome. Rozsaki investigator. So guys, today here in the co-working space, there's right now there's like LGBTQ karaoke. So I'm muting the noise, okay? So guys, you see problems with concealer. Yeah, very serious problems. I know some people ask me about what is it called? Makeup class. Sometimes that, guys, one day I'll have enough courage that I'll put the makeup on. Also, you see me put the makeup on. It's a big change. You can see already. This is actually the color of the, I think the thing fell here. Oh, oh. So anyway, J Mart is saying for some reason there's a repeat. Try closing windows. Okay. Anyway, so guys, okay, also here. It's kind of strange. I don't know. This light on my face. So it's almost like I'm at the beach. No. So guys, I hope you're well today, huh? Interesting, interesting. Informations. Interesting. Informations. So so guys, oh my god, okay. So I have your cards. And by the way, so today I said goodbye to my brother. I see he stopped by. I'll tell you the truth. I'll tell you the truth. What happened? So my brother came to the US for a job interview. He's an academic scholar. So he came to the US, and I hadn't seen him in a couple of years, and he's my half brother, and I really like him, and I helped him, guys. I went shopping with him for suits, like not a suit, it was like we went to this like secondhand, like a Goodwill, whatever. I have a good eye, so I helped him find different things, that you could mix and match. He looks amazing. He looked amazing. Like, he's more nerdy than I am. So it was nice, guys. It was nice. Everything went well. I hope. It's so funny, like, because I would do this for you. I feel like I hope he gets a job. He was really excited about it. Okay, it's a specific job. Very, I can't say through details, but it's yeah, interesting. So I hope he gets a job. It'll be nice because then I'll hang out with him. We have lived almost our whole lives, not our whole lives. We've never lived in the same. We will not live in New York, but it's fairly close that we can spend Christmas together. And my sister, maybe my half sister going to Germany. I don't know for while she's doing her PhD. I don't know what's going on. So anyway, long story, but it's nice. So I helped him out, guys. In the city, this is crazy. So I figure out. So Gay Pride is on Sunday, and the city is told is a mess. So he came because he got a train from where he was, and he arrived here, and took forever to get where I am, and then to get to the airport, it was crazy. It was crazy. It's like all the roads are closed, not all, but a lot of there are a lot of street closings. It's kind of crazy here for Gay Pride, and I'm glad. And I've been feeling here, guys, in New York. I feel like Gay Pride this year is 50 years of Stonewall. Okay. And so it's interesting because I feel like there's so much energy this year, and I feel like I hope, I do think is related to Trump, because people want to. It's like because we need to celebrate it more than before, so it's kind of interesting for my house. So anyway, so this is guy, yeah, my brother. It's like he has a. What was I gonna say, guys? He has a. It's a long story. It's very specific. He would be a historic books curator. Okay, like something like it's a long story. It's complicated to explain what he does, or he's very like he's not a cute, this. I guess I said the job what it is, but but oh, what was it gonna, what? No, No. So I don't know. I don't. It's a very famous library for like a small long story, but he knows all. It's like all these like Renaissance. He can read hieroglyphs, Egyptian. Can you believe it? Isn't that crazy? No, he has a girlfriend. He has a girlfriend. Oh, interesting. Interesting, no? Enfermeiro. Oh, so yeah, I don't know. He has a girlfriend there in Brazil, but I don't know. Sometimes, to be honest, between you and I don't know. So, oh, so no, no, he'd be like, oh my god, he'd be mad at me, whatever. But like, yeah, it'd be interesting, to see what happens to it. No, but it'd be nice, guys. He has really interesting ideas, and he's very intellectual. Hmm, uh-huh. So anyway, but it'd be nice. It'd be nice to see if we were together, close by, close by. So okay. What a creep. Also a creep. Okay, guys. So today I have to say, guys, I posted that video that I had done the other day to YouTube, and it was interesting, but I kind of like it's so different, I almost like lost the habit of YouTube, and I feel like you guys are like I'm used to our conversations more. It helps. I feel like it helps. So guys, okay, okay. So now let's get real. Let's get real. What's going on? What is going on? Seriously. Oh my God. Oh my God. So worst. This is the worst. Can you believe the worst is the worst? What's going on? President hanging out with Putin at G20. It's kind of like, guys, imagine, remember the days when things like this you would only imagine? Now it's right, it's right in front of our, if anything, we could all say this in front of our eyes, oh, hello. Yeah, Tristan, great, great, thank you. So, oh my God. So anyway, so guys, oh my God, can you believe it? And I did not, to be honest, I only watched half of the second debate. Okay. And I'm just like, I just feel like these debates are really just, not that significant. But guys, yeah, oh my God, yeah, we will follow, yeah, we'll follow the years, we'll follow the years. Yeah. So so anyway. So anyway, guys, interesting. Interesting. So okay, now I feel like I'm ready for questions. I'm ready for it, guys. And I have to say, I was so crazy. Almost the whole like spent a lot of time with my brother today, kind of helping him out. I'm a little behind on things. I do want initially before it ended up taking a lot of time. I was gonna do two live streams, one with Trump's the whole last days of Trump. But you know what I realized? I'm not gonna do it today. First I have to plan. I have to like have all the questions ready, okay, because then it's the kind of thing that I have to do it separately, okay. So I'll let you know, I'll write it out, the questions, and when I have it, I will know, I'll post a different time, probably post one that is just for the last days, and then continue the ones with the news, okay, because it's very, not to say that it can't be done together, okay. It's just that I think you're right, don't you think? I think it's a separate thing, okay, because it'd be nice to it's almost like a trip, like we'll take drugs together, because it is intense. Okay. So anyway, but let's get started here, guys. We'll press that on. Let's go. I'm gonna be a little bit different from the order. I'm just gonna let's get. Do you mind if we start with G20, Trump and Putin? Because I think it's a big deal. Okay, don't you think? I think it's a big deal. I think it. I think it. So okay, so let's get started, guys. Okay, so let's so what's happening. So guys, oh my God. Okay. Okay, so now let's see here. Question. So, okay, I'm just like, it's guys, on the one hand, it's so strange because I feel like I'm just like, it's so strange because I feel like there we are watching this mess. We know, this is why, I was watching the video, and I think so, for the one that I had posted on YouTube, and I was like, wow, it seems so alarmist, but it is. It is, because if you think about it, there he is, with the G20 and like whatever. It's not even embarrassing. It's harrowing. Okay, so I still and to me, guys, I always keep hoping that this is the time when Putin's going to be like, "Bitch, go do that," and that gives the excuse to get rid of him, because it's unbearable. Okay, he doesn't seem. I mean, I saw in the thing that I had seen, he has dementia. It doesn't seem, honestly, that he's that bad quite yet, but who knows? Okay. Okay, now let's get started here. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna get started. Okay, so all right. Okay, so when I saw protection before letting come into my head, breathe in, smelling without pressure, create a beautiful air light, beautiful circle of light. Step into it, feel protection to the connection of everybody and all in together. Feel the connection, the connection to universal energy. I'd like to ask that I hear only from the highest spirits that the information comes through, creates the good and only the good for everyone involved. Okay. So, President G20, huh? How nice. How nice. Oh, oh, oh. So, guys, okay. I'm just like, where do I even start? Okay. Um, how, okay, well, how, so let's start with the whole event. Let's start with how's Trump doing at G20? Yeah, just ask what's going on between Trump and Putin. But guys, I think it's a very important question. I think the question I wrote about Putin gave this interview saying that the liberal values are over. I don't think he wins in the end. I really don't. But let's ask. I know it's sort of. I used to really hate these questions. Like, oh no, don't ask negative outcome. Don't ask it because it's a bad idea. But I just feel like I keep seeing it, okay, but am I correct, or are we just gonna live in this like trash world forever? Okay. No, I don't think so, but let's see here, okay? Let's see. So first question is, what is going on with Trump? How's Trump at G20? And then go from there, okay? But first we're gonna do questions with I'm just gonna use cards, okay, to orient myself here. Orientations. And then oh, oh my god, I mixed the cards. It's crazy. Okay, so let's see. How's G20? Hello, Putin. You have tape. You have it. Oh, we were waiting for it. Make sure you show it to us. We want to watch it. No, I wish, guys. I wish. Okay. So how's the G20 event going for Trump, President? Oh look, guys. Look at the child and also the past. Oh look. Oh, thinking of executing. Okay, this is not so good. I don't know. It's interesting. We'll see more information here. It's funny. I'm like constantly the enemy, the foreign enemy, of course. Oh, guys, and this to me sometimes I associate with his family. So let's see more information. Interesting, no? It's something about Jeddah. Something soon, coming soon. What is it? How is it? Oh, the guys didn't Jared go to the G20? I think he did, right? I think he did. I mean, can like we think of anybody more undeserving than this? Oh, look, Bambino. Let's see, there he is. Oh no, ending for him. Huh, interesting. Sad for him. Sad for him. Again, the maid. Interesting. Oh no. Oh no. The death is coming soon for him, huh? Interesting. I love it. Oh no. End of his presidency. So what else? What's happening for him at the G20? What is going on at the G20 for President Trump? What is going on? Okay, so okay. Oh, has a letter. Interesting. Little letter, huh? Little letter for him. Ally. This is the friend. To me, it's allies, guys. Waiting for the letter from the allies. Okay, so okay. Guys, it feels like to me it's a little bit like calm under the like before the storm. This is a letter connected to the allies are that is waiting for him or something like this, and this is the baby shitty baby, an ending because or an ending of his servitude towards the enemy. Okay, so it's almost as if he must know that the end is near. Okay, and that there's just this kind of like there's something kind of sinister. Okay, here. Okay, now let's see here with what's going on. How is it feeling, huh? What's going on with G20? What's the point of Trump going there? Hey, no, I had to show him something. I have to show him I don't have anything hiding. What is going on? Guys, it's weird. I see, I don't know, it's a really strange. I have to figure out what it is. He's doing this to his hands. I don't know if it's like circulation or like he wants to show that he has nothing. His hands are clean. He's kind of lost. I mean, he's always a little bit lost, but he's looking for guidance. He feels like no one I was like, honestly, guys, he's like nobody understands me like he does. He thinks that Putin is like a god, all powerful, and he can fix his problems. So he's like, he's asking him what to do about the Mueller thing. Okay. I think he's thinking of all this. Okay. So that's like what is his focus at G20? What does he want? Does he want to accomplish anything? If so, what? He's like, oh, all he thinks about, guys, is meeting Putin. He's like, I'm going to meet him. He's going to help me. He's going to help me. He's going to guide me. I know that when I speak to him, I just have a sense that everything is going to be all right. And then, and I see Jared is going to be there. Oh, of course, Jared is there, working out the deals. Jared is working out the, MBS, you know what I'm saying? They're talking about the war with Iran situation. There was MBS and all that. Okay. So that's it. And like Ivanka is a diplomacy, quote unquote. It's like Trump, Jared is there to get money always, right? Ivanka is there to be like, hi, I'm a spokesperson. And Trump is just only really interesting. He's like, Trump is only interested in hanging out with Putin. I'm serious, guys. He loves him. Okay. He loves him. And he feels like, I'm telling you, he feels like he wants to. Okay, it's so creepy. He's like, he asked me to do something. I have to tell him. It's like he's asked some things of him, and he doesn't want to be yelled at by Putin. He doesn't want to be yelled at. So he's just like, but that's the behavior. He's like a lapdog of Putin. Okay, it's kind of creepy, right, guys? I was reading that Russia's economy is the size of Portugal's. At least Portugal people are nice. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, why, it's so wasteful, so wasteful. And that I was thinking, I was walking here earlier today, I was like, it's so wasteful. He really is doing all this for what? For nothing. It's just because he was paid. Think about it. Oh my god, think about it. It's just like there's no real reason, there's no strategic reason. It's all bullshit. The Russians were so good to like just getting blackmail materials and giving a few billions or whatever, or maybe not even giving them a few billions. They got so much more than they would spend if they had some sort of huge war. It's cheap to think about it for what they got. Okay. So that's it. Okay. And I see, guys, I see Putin sees him. Did you see the image of Putin going into this room? He sees him. It's like a predator. He's like goes. I see from the perspective of him walking into the room, and it's like, yeah, there he is. There he is, and he's like a predator. Okay, he's like, oh, there he is. Oh, and it's kind of like, and guys, I have to say, the way that it puts in things, it's almost like he's a computer programmer. He's like, how do I make him move? Oh, guys, do you know the job that he had in the KGB, that Putin had in the KGB, was handling assets. So he dealt with all the spies. So he knows how to manipulate people, technically speaking. He knows it's like probably part of his training or something. So he knows how to. So he's like, okay, he's like, sees Trump. He's like, I'm the big guy kind of. Even though he's really relatively short. He's like, okay. So he's like, okay, he's gonna go speak to him. He's like, and I see him, Trump, this is not right. You letting yourself be fooled. Why do you let yourself be fooled? This is how you do it. You are the strong man. You say, no, you can't do this investigation. This investigation is bullshit, right? They want to say that we didn't meddle elections. We did not meddle in the elections. Isn't that right? So, and he's making him, guys, I'm sorry, can I say this? Is like, it's kind of like sometimes they's giving me this image that they used to do this to people they torture, like really torture, physically torture, when it's like, no, you didn't. It's like they make them repeat the thing that is not true, kind of gaslighting world. Like, no, you didn't say, did you? No, you never did. Never happened, right? Right. So people are afraid and they repeat it. So that's the thing. He's like, Russia never meddled in any election. Is that right? Is that right, Trump? Yes. Like that. Okay. So he, guys, he's like, no, they can't say it. And Trump is thinking, as he's saying that, he's like, no, Mueller's not, that's not gonna come out. No, it's not true. It's not true. So it's like, the whole time Trump is thinking Putin cannot see, he cannot be angry, he can't be angry, he can't be angry. So he tries to do everything to say that the whole thing, yes, it was a lie, it was a lie. That's why didn't they go and give some sort of like press release? There's no election meddling, there's no election meddling, there's no, he has to lie. Obviously, guys, right? Because think about it. What do they not only he probably has the PP days, but he has now all of the election meddling is in itself compromise, right? And so he can control the guy. Okay. So okay. Now, okay, guys, let's see. Do you mind if I don't always use cards? Because I feel like I'm getting more infomercials. So now this is the thing, guys. Okay, this is the thing that I get now that I want to know. This is almost like the most important question is what this, because guys, it's so sad. Trump is a tool. Like he's a tool. He's a tool. And like, it doesn't matter what he wants, right? It's like, I need to ask, unfortunately, what does Putin want? So, so that's what I want to know. So what does Putin want? Because he sees Trump and he goes in like at him like a target, like as if he was like, oh, I have to get this. So as if he was going to rob somebody, he's the target, he's the vulnerable person that I need to exploit. Not to say that, not that Trump is vulnerable, you know what I mean? But intellectually, that's right. So he is intellectually vulnerable. He doesn't get it. He's weak. He can be manipulated. So, okay. So what does Putin want Trump to do? We want you to weaken the borders, the electronic borders, so we can get in and make sure the Democrats are not going to win. Oh my. We need you to make sure that Europe is not looking at Ukraine. All we want is a world where like Democrats are not around, because Democrats are traitors. Democrats are traitors. You can't have a world like that. We need to go in. We need to monitor what's going on. We need to make sure that it's clean. You know what I'm saying? It's clean. I'm there to protect you. So, and we want to fly these airplanes over your, what is it? Not soil, over your airspace. We need the satellites. Okay, what else does he want? What is the thing? Does he want bombs? No. We need to go in. I need to go inside. We need to start planting something. What is it? Guys, can I tell you? Oh my God, can I tell you what I see? Oh my God, it's really, sometimes it's hard to see these things because it's so sickening. So he's telling him, and it's so interesting, of course, right? You know how Trump, whenever people say stuff about the election, no, nothing happened. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. So, anyway, so guys, it's kind of like, so it's like, it's almost as if he wants to either have this extra internet thing, okay? It's like these extra internet cables, or like they have to monitor the US internet or something like that. They have to go in. It's almost as if there's some sort of firewall or something that we don't even know about, and it's kind of the cyberspace that is protected. And he wants him to loosen that up. He's like, oh my God, he's telling him, get rid of the cyber command. Get rid of the cyber command. It's not necessary. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. So then he's telling him that. And then he also says the thing about the power plants, okay? Because the whole thing with the cyber command is he attacking their power plants, but they were attacking ours. So he needs some codes. He needs, oh, I need to make sure we are on the have electricity. We have to do this thing, whatever. So okay, guys, I'm not gonna ask. Okay. Let me just ask the questions, okay? Like I can't, like I was saying, I said this before. When I'm saying these things, I have to say everything I see, and then I can't be like, I have said this sometimes before. When you ask me something, I have to describe what I see. If I don't say something, it's because it's not there. It has to be a different question, okay? So if you have a question about Space Force, we have to ask them separately, okay? So now I can't see the comments because otherwise I'm gonna get, okay. So all right. So next, so that's what he's saying, okay? I think the Space Force, guys, is about satellites ultimately. Okay, so that's the thing. It's kind of like how they want to do the satellites that they can have access to all these things, but it's I don't see it happening at all. The Space Force is some sort of conversation, but this is how they're gonna, plan to install the satellites. They're gonna have the vision of everything. Okay, but I don't think it's gonna happen while Trump is president. It's just their goal. Okay, now, okay, let me go back here. So he wants to enter the cyberspace. He wants to make sure that we have access to all the electronic. Tell them the election has to always be electronic, no paper, electronic all the time, electronic all the time. This is the only way. We want to help you, Trump. We want to help you win the elections, but you have to get rid of the electronic voting. It has to be I'm sorry. You cannot get rid of the electronic voting. You don't use paper. That's the only we have to get in from where we are. Okay. Okay. Okay, so electronic surveillance of the military. Guys, it's like this is the thing I was telling you about the radar. They want to know what the military is doing. They want to get access to the maps or whatever it is. They want to know where the U.S. military is at all times, and they feel like Trump could help them. And it's maybe the thing with the Space Force. Okay, like I was telling you, is the some sort of radar thing, big radar thing. Okay, what else does Putin want? He wants the U.S. to not look at what they're doing in Ukraine. And there, guys, Putin is, I don't know if it seems to be telling him that he's going to attack Europe. Europe is terrible. They are so bad for us. They just are terrible. We want the world of strong men like you and I or something. He tells him like that. Okay. So that's that. And Trump, guys, can I tell you, he's totally subdued. I don't know why. I don't know what is the reason, but he's very subdued when he's just like, it's not a discussion, guys. It's a one-way situation, one-way street. He tells him what he wants, and that's it. There's no this. It's not like, oh, the U.S. No, no. And and he presents the way he presents things to Putin is like, they want me to do this. They want me to do this. Okay, they told me to come here and tell you this, but I don't believe it. Uh, so it's the one-way street, and I mean, okay. So what are the okay? So among the things that Putin is asking Trump to do, um, what are the most dangerous ones about national security, and is it going to accomplish like it? Okay, the other thing I want to say is like I saw um in the past, I saw that the last thing that like the reason why Trump is pushed out, other than the fact that he's losing his mind, is that he tries to do something crazy just to help Putin. Is this conversation the conversation where they're gonna have where Trump is gonna get orders and he's gonna try to do something for Putin, or is this gonna happen later? In other words, is this the last conversation they're gonna have in person while Trump is president, or will there be others? And okay, I feel like what is suggesting to me here, guys, is that they want access to the U.S. airspace. Okay, like they want to just fly their airplanes all the time on U.S. airspace. Okay, and I feel like it's hard to believe. Okay, uh, it's like they want to fly. I mean, this is why the military is upset. They want to fly over the U.S. airspace. All they want to, all the Russians really want is to know everything the Americans are doing. Everything is going on in the U.S. military. Okay, so that's how they figure is how because guys, Putin is saying we want, if we get access to the airspace, then we could say we're just monitoring and they're eventually going to bomb there's something, guys, where I told you before, they want, it's all about domination for them. Okay, in that way. So okay, so what else? The elections. Does the okay the other obvious order here was to get rid of the cyber command, or will he succeed, and if so, how? He needs to get the new army person in there because the guy left. Remember the guy? And he just kind of like has to just slip there that he's like, hey, Hey, get rid of there. Hey, get rid of the get rid of the cyber command. We don't need it. You know, we're fine. We're fine. And like the guy is like just yeah, guys. I just feel like there's just not okay. Can I just say, guys? Okay, let's get real. Let's get to the bottom of it. The reality is that the U.S. he's making the U.S. work for Russia. That's what he wants, and there's nothing. The military knows this. Okay, so okay, now I want to know. This is the other thing, guys. You know what's so frustrating, and this happens many times, many before a long time. Ever since I started, is you see these things happening and he's not stopped. This is what is so upsetting to me. There he is again, and it's like the thing is like, oh, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. Like we see him who he is. He's still there. Like he can't be there all this time. It's ridiculous. Okay, so so uh so when is it? Okay, I'm just trying to. How do I phrase this, guys? When are they going to just get rid of him? Because guys, all he does. Let's tell the truth. All he does is work against the US. That's just, I'm not even being emotional. That's the truth. Okay. All he does is try to pervert. Okay. He just wants to get, he wants to facilitate everything he works for Russia. Okay. He does work for Russia. And I feel like, okay, I'm sorry. That it is what it is. Okay. Putting aside the issue of election, which in itself is a huge other problem. He clearly is not thinking, oh, what is the he's not like, oh, let me think, what does the US military need? What does the US military want? No. He's like, oh, Putin, I need what do you want? Do you want something? I'm have it for you, just for you special. Like that's all he wants to do. So at which point enough is enough? Okay, so tell me, oh my god, guys, it's so strange. Okay, it's so weird. Like, I was telling you this is what I was telling you about the last days of Trump. But it's so weird. I was like, I'm not gonna do it today. No, but it goes back to this over and over again because this is the biggest question that I have. What is gonna be the situation? I've said that before they gave me this kind of non-specifics. Okay, it said that it was gonna be after the ship. Okay, the thing that has already happened. The ship, they said it was nothing. They already are on alert. But what is the thing? This is what I want. Okay, this is what I need to know, guys. When does the military decide to get him down? To take him, to force him down, whatever it is. I need to know what is the decision they make. Why? What happens? I understand there was a thing about the ship he didn't defend, but like, I kind of happened already, right? That's what I felt like it already happened. So what? You know what I mean? Like, I need to know. I need to know what is it that I want to know when does Dunford decide to remove him and why. I saw, yes, the thing about the dementia and the fact that he works for Russia, but what is it? Okay, when is enough? Right? I'm just like, it's very frustrating, guys, because I feel like every reading now I hit on this thing, the same thing over and over again. And I'm just like, if Nancy's not going to impeach, and she can't impeach because the Senate is going to say no, when? Okay, just when. I need to know when, because, okay, when and who's gonna get together? It's just gonna be the Joint Chiefs. It's gonna be the FR who? Because I mean, we don't need any more of this, guys. We really don't. And it hasn't. You know what? Let's go. It's not. It's beyond politics. Okay, it's beyond politics. It's about the fact that the guy is a traitor. Like whether you're conservative, not a conservative, whatever. Like he's not putting the country's interests right. I don't think he is. So I need to know. I need information. I need it. And Jen saying no confirm. Guys, don't you think it's not a it's not it's on purpose. It seems like Jen saying no confirmed secretary. Don't you think it's? I think it's not a coincidence. Okay, there's no secretary. Don't you think? Don't you think it's like so? Okay. Oh, what those? Oh, interesting. Oh, what an interesting development, right? Oh, interesting. No. So okay, let me look at this, please. I really, I hit this wall all every time. I see that this is the thing and it's happening already, and I saw the thing with the ship and it's happening. When do they decide enough is enough, and what is the specific circumstance, or give me specifics about this event of him leaving? I'm done. We're all done with this bullshit. Okay, so Mueller talks. It's not going to move the Republicans. Nancy's not going to start impeaching, and even if she were, she would lose. They know that. Lauren, the people in the Joint Chiefs know about the counterintelligence investigations. They have intercepted communications. They know that Trump is on his side. So they need him out. We need them out. He doesn't have, okay, the US, it's the whole thing is like, okay, so what is it? The airspace, the ship, the tape. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God, guys. You know what? You know what I saw also? Do you remember this story about how do you remember this story when I did this reading about Japan, about Dunford and Japan, the thing about Iran, and how the Japan was going to give Dunford a tape in return? Do you remember the story of like Japan wants to tell them what's really going on, and he gives them a tape. I thought the tape he gave them was about Iran, but somehow I see the face of the Japanese president, okay, that he could give, it could be about this meeting. I feel like remember the story about the message about the allies. They have the information that he's a traitor. They have it all. They know what's going on. So, okay. So how do they, okay, and how does it happen? Somebody, I think it was, guys, I think it was L. She asked yesterday, and I was like, "Wait, L, what is this about?" She's like, "Oh, what about the pardons, about when he leaves?" But my sense, guys, is that, and she's like, "Oh, is he good?" I don't think at all. I always see him being pushed out. In other words, he does not have much to negotiate. But I would like to know, how does this come up? How is the situation? How do they approach him or whoever to remove him? How does this happen? Because I don't know what else is needed, guys. Everything is so overt in our face, and nothing's going to change. McConnell's not going to do anything. How does this happen? Okay. Yeah, I feel, guys, it is. It's like the whole thing with there's this is this the what is it, the provocation things, and now the airspace. um so it's just like, I think there's more. They feel like, I see the military giving orders saying close the airspace. And guys, do you remember, this is the thing that happened on 9/11? I swear to God, is the same thing. Okay, is that like they said, okay, we were attacked, we have to close the country down or whatever, you know what I mean? I think it's something like that, where they shut. Do you remember, guys, a long time ago I saw this thing where I felt like Trump stops being able to receive cell phone calls. Do you remember this thing? I feel like they isolate him or something for a little bit, just so that he could be told. But I don't think, okay, who knows about this? Command, okay, command. What is the intelligence agencies? Okay, there was a, what is it called? It's not DNI. It's saying it's a collection of all the intelligence agencies plus the military. Okay, and they're shutting down they're shutting the country down. Okay, like in the sense of like, they're like, we're gonna, for like I don't know how long, but there's like a state of emergency for a little bit. Okay, until DNI, guys. Okay, let me just get this here through cards, because I need more information here. Okay, I feel like it, like I said before, it is a very serious, okay, it's a very serious situation here. Okay, how does this, just more information if I can have it. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, this is this, guys, this is disgrace here, an attack, right? That would be, how does this happen that what is that? Okay, that's right, another letter. Information. Yeah, look, the leave, the Constance upside down is the person leaving. Okay. Oh, well, oh, look, guys, smoking gun evidence, and then about the attack. Oh my God, I swear to God, guys, I really do. Um, it's that money losses. Okay, one second. Let me just move this out of the way here. What is a circumstance like this? Okay. Yeah, in private. So I still, to me, it looks like it's the idea that there was this arranged attack. Okay, this is a letter sad information about. that confirms that this is the smoking gun evidence about the attack that was carried out in private or is done in private. So this is how now. So this is it. We're close. We know that that thing's gonna happen. Guys, my sense here is okay that they feel there's several things here. They have the confirmation. It's almost like, for example, they have a not a cheat, or many things that you check off. Okay, it's like, do we have? I remember the thing I said before, the code red situation, right? So this okay? Is this happen? Has this happened? Has this happened? So they're very close to the code red, and at the same time, they realize that nothing is going to be done by Congress. Nothing. Okay, well, because I said before, it ultimately the Senate belongs to Mitch McConnell. The Senate is not going to remove him, and they know that the Republicans are under investigation. Okay, so guys, think about how many Republicans there are. Even if they threaten Mitch McConnell alone, it's not enough. They're probably going to go ahead and do it anyway, right? And still block the thing with Trump. So what I feel like is that they feel like they've extinguished all the options. The country is going to be under attack. Okay. So the country, from their perspective, the country is under attack. They're saying we can't protect it, and the president wants to help the enemy. So this is what you're going to do. They kind of like come together. They're like, what is the role of the military? Is to protect the country, to protect the interests. So are we going to let this guy get away with this shit? Not even, guys, to them is not about, I know we all think, oh, what is it, justice and all that. They're, from their perspective, has nothing to do with justice. It has to do with national security. To them, it's all about not letting a 9/11. Guys, they're saying, oh my god, in their minds they're like, this means that they're going to have a new 9/11, except this time we're going to have Russians, and they're never going to leave because they're already here. Like, to them, they see it as extremely urgent. Okay, so I feel like they're like, you know what, we have to defend the country with or without a president. And guys, it's weird to me because I feel like the military is very much like, they're very cool-headed, right? They don't move very easily. Okay, like, they don't just like, oh, whatever, just shoot people, but when they move, it's serious. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like they come to a decision that if they're trying to I swear to God, I think they feel like Trump gave them the Russian secret. There's all these things. So if they don't move, nothing, the country's not going to be protected, and it's over. Because how do I say, guys, even because of the military, the experience they have in Syria, in all these countries, Afghanistan, they know once the government is toppled, it's very hard to get it back on. And they feel like it's very close. It's very, very close. So when, guys, when, don't ask me. I said before, it's pretty close. I think it's close because you know what I mean. It's because I tell you why I think it's close, because we have already seen the attack on the ship. We are already seeing this thing with Trump talking to Putin now. So okay, but when is like I don't know exactly when, but okay, so okay, maybe there's different ways to ask. Okay, instead of asking when, we'll look at the best way that I have with timing, that I consider timing, is to look at situations over a period of time. So we have to ask, for example, is Trump going to be president in September? Like those kinds of things. Go look over, like given amount of time. So okay, so how does this happen? Tell me okay, July 4th and then August 6th. Yeah, I feel like it's something, the direst things are probably gonna happen in August. Like, he's gonna probably by August, if not, something August. I see August 16th the latest or something. But guys, don't take my words. I've made, I've thought it was gonna happen before, but it didn't. Okay, so because there's so much going on. So this is my sense, guys, is that I feel like, as you guys have noticed, Trump hates the military, right? He's always pushing against the military because they don't do what he wants. Okay, so it's not new what's happening. So this is what I feel like, it's like the last ditch. Okay, now, guys, I'm thinking here. Okay, now, I'm sorry, I almost feel bad because I always feel like I ask the same question. Okay, so, okay, I'm just trying to think here, guys. Okay, so let me look here what I asked. Okay, so what is end game? We already looked at. Okay, we understand what he asked. What his end game? What does Putin think of? Okay, now, what does Putin think? Okay, what does Putin think of? What does Putin think of Trump's chances for re-election? What does Putin think? Okay, let's just see here. This could be kind of interesting. What does Putin think? Oh, Wheel of Fortune upside down. Interesting. Oh, there he is, guys. That's Putin. So, what does Putin think of Trump's chances for re-election? Interesting. So, okay, so, oh, look, permanent ending. Oh, no. Of baby. Interesting. Now, okay, I have a few more things to say here. Wait, I feel like I just saw this card, guys. Isn't that weird? Okay. The maid. I saw the maid. Okay, so, okay, woman here. 1 second, okay. Yeah, this is leaving. Okay, so, oh, look, death again. Okay, it's an ending, ending, ending. So, mountain chat difficulty. Okay. Okay, talking about this. Okay, so okay, guys, my sense is things are moving in the opposite direction, lack of experience. Now they can help this, and I feel like this is the card of the young women. Okay, the current is against Trump. Now the dona de serviço is the maid, is the service person. Just one here. Okay, the visit. So then we have here money and natural resources, permanent ending, theft, and this is leaving. Now, I feel like what it suggests here, guys, is that they see Trump as the gateway to a lot of money, right? To natural resources of the US. And here we have Putin and then the shady baby and then something upsetting in the end. So I feel like there's two things. They feel like things are turning around, but they still feel like they can do something about it. And and at the same time, they feel like there's some chance that he could leave. So in a weird way, guys, it's almost as if Putin actually has a pretty realistic idea, okay, of what is going on. Okay, he kind of sees the reality better than he taught. He says one thing, but he seems to know what's going on for real. Okay, so he seems to have a clarity about where things are going. Okay, now I'm just this is the other thing I want to know. Is Putin okay? Let's get to this, guys. Does Putin think? Okay, this is the other thing I want to know. Given this, how dangerous the situation is for Trump, is Russia trying to help Trump in some way or not? Is Russia going to do something to try to help Trump and therefore keep themselves in power? As this stuff is happening, will Russia try to do something to help Trump? Okay, interesting. Now this is all upside down. So swords, this is victory. The shady connection, and the stuff comes up that it is not good for them. So it's almost like, okay, just see here. So it's almost as if they they thought they were going to do something, okay, but it wasn't. Okay, so protector, that's right, the treason. So this is the thing. I think they can help. Okay, this is a man with money. There's some money here they can use, or they can use. This is conversation strategy protector. So there's conversations that are captured that suggest that the man is thinking of a shady strategy and whatever he can do to help. But it suggests here, guys, that conversations were captured. Okay, in other words, there's proof of treason is revealed. Okay, so I feel like, okay, guys, this is the thing. My sense here is that Russia thinks that they have chances if But I don't think they know. Okay, how do I say this? It's like I don't know. I don't think they know that they have what they have, or and it's I see Mueller is like protect. It's like that's what I want to protect, the counterintelligence investigations that have all this information. So that's what he wants to protect. Now I feel like they don't know that they have it, and they don't know. And if they do, to them it's a game of bullying. Whoever can be the bigger bully, who can get away, he can get away with whatever is what he's going to do. So he doesn't even if they were to have stuff, I feel like they wouldn't do much about it. You know what I mean? So he's kind of surprised at how, because first he was so close to Trump, he thought he knew everything is going on. This was really hidden away. This is very hidden. Okay. So it's just, okay. Is Russia aware? Let me just ask it in a different way. Is Russia aware that Trump could be removed by the military? Let me just ask this. Is Russia aware that Trump could be removed by the military? And are they trying to do something like this? Okay. I don't, because my sense, guys, is that they were not prepared for what comes. In other words, it really was secret. Okay. But is Russia aware that the military wants to remove Trump, or is going to remove Trump? Okay, so, okay, oh, look. Okay, so, yeah, so interesting. These cards came up like this, so I wanted to use them or look at them. Yeah, so guys, this is a person, they can't assert themselves strategy. The crazy man, and then this man here, who is this guy? Yeah, Victor. Okay. So I just feel like this is shit gets real. The Kool-Aid, the hopeless White House, okay, and then sadness because of the money was exposed connected to this, okay. So in other words, the question is if do they know, the military could remove Trump? Yeah, this is the knowledge of everything is going to be exposed. Do they know that the military is going to remove Trump? No. Guys, I see them here. Okay, this is what I think. I feel like Trump, I see here them thinking of they control the Congress, they control several people of the SCOTUS, but military is a part that they don't have total control over. Okay, they just feel like they can't. But the military is in some ways is the most important for them, because it's the one where they can really, that could really stop them if they wanted. So I feel like they keep going, and they're going to see they have the thing about the U.S. is that the U.S. is like have you seen these movies where like the whale is hidden, and there's a little ship, but then the whale wakes up and it's like, whoa. So it's kind of similar here, where they don't know that there's a huge thing going, and this makes sense, guys, why Mueller is so quiet, and why there's a huge planning of huge things that could happen, but they can't say anything. I feel like right now the Russians make the assumption that they are fine because they control Trump, and Trump tells them everything, and they have all kinds of people that are friendly to them in powerful positions. But no, the answer is no. Oh my God, guys. Oh my God. Okay. So, okay, guys, now, okay, now I'm going to ask two separate questions, guys, that are kind of like, it's not devil's advocate questions, but they're kind of like the other picture. Okay. So there's two things to ask. First is about the Putin said that the liberal democracies are over, and that that he said the stuff that's clear his goals. So the global, globalist is over. The liberal democracies are over. Is he going to win? That's another way to think about it. Okay, so is he gonna win? I don't think he will, but let's ask that way. Has Putin won this? Has he really won? Is it true that liberal democracies are over? Has he won? Okay, that's part one. One way to look at it, and another way to look at it is Trump going to, how to say this? Is there another, okay, I'm just, how do I ask this, guys? how do I? Okay, so let's see. First, let's see if is it has Putin won. Okay, has Putin won? Has Putin won? And is it over? Is our liberal? Is it true? I know it's not true, but I want to ask me. Is it true what Putin said that liberal democracies are over and that he won? Okay. So my sense, guys, this is the family it means the country. This is hopeless. This is in the financial discovery. This is what kind of hustling or seduction, and this is Trump. Okay. This is heartbreak, and now this is a foreign attack, heartbreak, foreign attack, something not serious, something unpleasant, the election. And this is lie. This is negative message. This is lies are exposed. This is longing, and this is something very unpleasant. Then we have the man, the woman, and the group of people. So my sense here is several things, guys. Putin is very forceful. Okay, he's forceful in the sense that how do I say this? It's like it's a mental game. This is the mental stage where he operates. Okay, so this is the people here. He at the same time, I feel like it's kind of his mental game. Like I was telling you, he feels Russia is very worried. Okay, it's hopeless, and I feel like they're trying to get money by shady means, and it includes Trump. Okay, so that's the goal. That's what he's basically telling us what his goal really is. Now we have this is the heartbreak. This is the military attack, transfer, something not serious. Okay, so guys, I almost feel like okay, is this is the sadness over the military attack, and and there's very unpleasant news about the election. Okay, so my sense, guys, is that I don't think he wins because okay, this is what I feel like. Okay, this is negative message. The lies are exposed. He's dreaming. He's longing. Okay, and the people are exposed. So my sense is that he doesn't know. On the one hand, I think this. Okay, let me just ask you. This is like sadness because he attacked us. Okay, but at the same time, okay, so is he gonna be attacked back? Yeah, I just feel like, guys, might feel like my sense is that um it's kind of like I've told you before. Sometimes I say this is a story of those people like a boxing match, and the weak person has a big mouth and is always threatening the strong person who doesn't say anything, and then in the actual fight, the big person wins. So it's somewhat similar here that he's allowed to say whatever he wants, but there hasn't been a real effort to stop him, and that's what's going to happen. That's my sense. Okay, so now let's see. So is it true what Putin is saying? Have we lost this? No, but what happened is that people need to believe. This is a wake up call for all the quote unquote liberal countries to wake up and believe in the power of their values. This is a moment where populations need to stand up and stand for what they care about, because the dark forces are here to shape they dream of is to shape the minds of people. This is not true. This is not true for Putin either. Even he knows that his numbers are very low in terms of popularity. So he creates the narrative he thinks he wants to see. And he's a crazy megalomaniac. He doesn't care about his country, he cares about power. So what happens is he's allowed to say whatever he wants to act big, but at the end of the day, he could be crushed relatively easily. It's just that he kind of bought out a lot of people to so that couldn't happen. Okay. Okay, so considering where we are today and where how powerful, for example, China is, who's a very authoritarian, like an authoritarian country, how, I mean, how are we going to revert this? Is this too late? In other words, is this too late? Is democracy over? No. They were able to control, to create this facade, guys. Is a movie theater of life, not movie. You know, it's like a movie set. That's what it looks like. And they are pushing this onto people. They're hoping people are going to buy into it. But it's very easy to pull it apart because it's all the people that are involved in this are very weak and fake. And unfortunately, the US has, it's almost like the US is confronting the dark side that it's always had, the dark side of materialism, racism, and well, it's not that it's a good thing, but it's almost as if you have to remember that if that is true, those values are very good to, they're good at destruction, but they're not very good at construction. So in other words, once the thing once these things destroy other stronger mechanism systems, or at least partially destroy these systems, there's not much else, there's nothing to them. All it exists for is destruction. So it's very very quickly, those things are sort of like napalm bombs. It burns everything on its wake, but it doesn't have the ability to build anything in life, or to have anything that really substituted for. There's no real substitution. It's all about destruction. Okay, so they're gonna sink under the weight of their aggression. It sounds like. I don't know, guys. That's what it sounds like to me. Isn't that crazy? I don't know. I wish that I had okay. Is Russia gonna win? Is Russia gonna win? Is Russia gonna? Is Putin gonna win? Is Russia gonna win? Oh no, be careful what to wish for, bitch. Is Russia gonna win? Negative surprise. Oh yeah? Facade, okay. Prison. Go prison, interesting. Yeah, so money. So be careful what you wish for. There's a negative surprise. Everything is hidden away. It's all there's something covering it up, okay, but people are gonna go to prison and there's a lot of money involved. So no, I don't think he will, guys. How are we gonna okay, how do we get to that? How do we get to that? The step of Trump leaving. The truth is not difficult though, because they're saying that once you have the truth, you don't really have, it's just a matter of making a decision, making a quick decision and going through with it, okay? Okay, guys. Okay, next question. This is weird, okay? Tell me if you want me to move on, okay? Please let me know because I feel like I'm kind of like stuck here, okay? My sense is that okay, that the Putin is not going to win because there's going to be this secret thing that's going to, the negative surprise for him. It's going to be come back much stronger. But this is the thing. Then it's like Trump is going to leave, okay? To me, it's like yeah, he doesn't win, but it's also because Trump leaves, okay? Now, this is a question that Elle asked last time. She asked, even though I don't believe it's going to happen, I think it's important to ask. She thought that Trump was able to pardon people, and I'm like, what does pardon have to do with anything? But in some ways, her question is valid in the sense that it's about negotiation. Maybe this is another way. When Trump leaves, will he be able to negotiate anything? Because what I saw here, guys, as I close my eyes, is that the military comes to him and say, we have proof of treason that you were negotiating with this other country to get to create some harm to the US. So my question is, does he have the ability to choose? Because guys, what I saw here was like suddenly this thing happens and Trump and the military says, oh, he left. He wrote a letter, but he never shows up in public. He never says anything in public. He never reappears. Okay. He's never is like, oh, bye, bye, bitches. I called everybody. No, he just leaves from the back door. So, but my question is he going to, this is what I mean, is like, is there going to be some sort of negotiation and, or not? Or is it just going to be forced out? Okay. And if so, you know what I mean? Like, Is he, well, some people said before that he would be shown that you're like, here, we're going to charge you with treason. If you don't want to be charged with treason, then you would just leave. But I don't see him leaving. He's not going to be leave willingly, but is he going to be able to negotiate? What is going on with him leaving? Okay. Okay. Let me just, because that would help me understand. Okay. What is going to happen? Okay. Judgment negative for him. Power. Okay. What's it going to happen? Oh, world upside down. Okay. So, okay. Oh, look, he's absent. So, no, really? Why? Oh, look, again, important revelations have letter. Have letter. Yeah, a contempt. Okay, so let's continue here. That's right. He's the maid. I'm a maid for the people's money. That's right, money. Exposure of illegality. Okay, now, oh, that's foreign enemy. He works for the foreign enemy. He is the local enemy for the foreign enemy. Okay, and then there's hope in the end. Now, so the question is he able to negotiate? This is personal finances. This is fight. This is the lady. One more. Guilt. Okay. He fights his guilt, wants money. Okay, so this is the judgment, the time, judgment in the biblical sense. He leaves because he's the maid for the foreign enemy. Okay, so power, the power comes from the guys, this idea of the revelations coming about the money, and he works because he got this money, the world, something shady about the world, contempt, exposure of what he does, and then there's hope again. Now, okay, so doesn't tell me whether he okay, let me just, okay, so he doesn't, okay, so how it clearly shows that there's overwhelming evidence of his treason, and that's how he's pushed out. Okay, now let me just see if visions can tell me how is he pushed out. Okay, guys, you asked me when is a really very, I've said before, when is it's very hard. Okay, don't I said before I thought, mid-August or something, by mid-August, but I don't know. The when is more, what the best question is to understand context, because if you understand context, then you're prepared. But it's very hard to say when, because who knows what could happen. There's so many moving parts. Okay, so then now the question is, okay, so can he? Okay, tell me how when they push Trump out, can he negotiate? Turn off the lights. This is the evidence. You have to get out now. Leave. We have an hour to leave the premises. Guys, and I'm getting, this is not new, but it's the sense that there's, I remember the thing I said about the ship, that there is some sort of attack from the military perspective happening, and that they see Trump's like, no, 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 nothing's happening, forget about it, nothing's happening. And that's when they say, we're going to turn off the lights of the country, we're going to tell him, you got to leave now. And he has no access to anyone, he just has to go. And I think that there's, I see Schiff and Pelosi, they were alerted about this. Okay, so the whole thing is like, for an hour there's no light, there's something like that, like the internet doesn't work, or there's something like this. Okay, so okay, so then yeah, he's pushed out, and they're wondering what to say to the nation. Okay, so they're gonna have to, but they also have to carry out the other arrests, kind of like as this is happening. Okay, so so it's, guys, it's weird because it's similar to what I saw before. Some sort of attack against the US that he doesn't, it doesn't get to be like 9/11 or anything like that, but it's just like it's a military thing, or it's like a cyber, something where he doesn't want to defend the country. And to the military is a very big thing. Now, and guys, and I see this image of somebody who like looks like a man, like a spirit man. They like, what's sort of suggesting, what else we wish we could tell you, it is what it is, it's it, it's gonna come to an end like this, but it's not gonna be, So this is the thing, guys. Maybe I'm gonna ask a different question now. How do we deal with this? If we don't know, or like, how do we deal with the situation? Like, knowing that he's okay, is he gonna leave for real? Yes. How do we deal with this? Just know, just keep imagining the future you want to see, how the country will change and all those things, but it's gonna be a transition. It's gonna be a relatively smooth transition, but they're gonna have to press this thing at once, okay? So, oh my God, guys. So in a way, guys, you know what it is? I feel like, if anything, okay, if there's the only comfort I can give you about this is that it, in a way, there, it, to me, I see it more and more as a linear progression, in the sense that he is pushed to the limit, okay? Like, he pushes the boundaries as far as he can go, okay? So he's pushing the boundaries, and he's saying, he's like, he wants the military, like, so then the military one day says, no, it's not, we can't do this, it's over. That he's trying to destroy the country, it all comes together in that way. So they push as hard as they can. So this is a, guys, oh my God, it's, oh my God, I don't want to say, okay, so what happens, okay, guys, now as this is happening, what can they do to stop the Senate? Like, we know that Mitch McConnell's compromised. Is he going to be alerted about this before, after, or during? I think, guys, oh my God, I'm sorry, it's so confusing. It's not confusing, but it's like, it's because I see them trying to have, they can't, you know what, it's so weird. It's like they're going to have to, how are they going to step over Mitch McConnell? How are they going to do that? They have the evidence that they go to his house, the whole thing, but how do they bypass the Senate? Oh, look, prison. How do they bypass the Senate? Negative letters, okay. Friend, have to leave. So yeah, I feel, guys, this is a card of prison, okay? And this is negative letters. So he could be indicted or sent to prison. This is a good person. This is a person leaving because it's secret. So I just have a sense, guys, that it has to be such a huge thing, but they go to the main, most powerful people who are stopping, and they just kind of like, they just tell it like it is, I guess. It's weird, guys. I don't know. It's so unprecedented, okay? I don't know, guys. It's almost like, wow. How can we, okay, dear spirits, please speak through me. I'd like to understand what's going on. How are we gonna, it doesn't seem, a lot of people will ask, well, is this constitutional? What is happening? Well, hello, look at where you are. Is this president constitutional? He's not constitutional by any means. Hello, wake up. You know how I talk? I say, wake up. They're saying, no, wake up. They're saying, no, wake up. Like, this president is not legal. There's nothing legal about this guy, and you know what? Everybody knows it. So it's ridiculous. What you have been saying this over and over again. You can't play by this same old game, and that's what the military realizes. No, we can't. They're playing the dirty game. We're gonna play the dirty game, bitches. We're gonna play the dirty game. Not dirty, but it's kind of like that's what it is. And a lot of you are saying like but because the Democrats, they can't really, how do I say, guys? It's not that it's interesting, is that the ultimate law enforcement says that they're going to have to get these people as if they are criminals, which they are. So it changes, guys. It's so strange to me. They're saying, well, we have to go for it. We have to go for it, because if we don't go for it, this country ends. So they just, guys, it seems to be crazy, honestly. Yeah, they can't be like, hey, Mitch, are we gonna, help out the guys? Think about how like, okay, Mitch McConnell could have stopped this whole thing if he wanted. Think about it. He could have this coup that they've done. He could have stopped it. He could have stopped it, but he didn't. He's almost. I almost feel like he's worse than Trump because Trump, he could put somebody to do Trump's job, but nobody could have done anything without him. Think about it. How bad it is. How terrible this whole thing is. Okay, how can they? Okay, if they do this thing to Trump, and there is all these people like McConnell, okay, who are traitors and trying to help him out. How are they going to neutralize McConnell and not just him but others? Okay, it's kind of a similar question. Okay, no, the money. There's the shady money here, foreign money. Yeah, and the government, the law. So they have the evidence of the foreign money. Okay. Okay, so how, but what do they do? Did they go to his house? How does law enforcement move to get, to neutralize? Do they move to neutralize McConnell? So who and how and what time? Again, guys, this is the gift. The quid pro quo money is funny. Is like, okay, the White House, okay, old back in the day, okay, corruption. Oh, prison. That's right, trap. So, guys, oh my God, you know what it is? Is like, guys, Roma is asking if I can do a yes or no question. But guys, some of you have said, and I may agree. I do the pendulum, my hand moves and stuff like that. It's not great. It's not great. So this is it, guys. I feel like he's compromised. They know that he's compromised, and they're gonna kind of be indicted at the same time or go prison at the same time. Okay. So I'm just trying to think here. Okay, so okay, guys. So this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. Okay, now. Muskan, I'm sorry I did not go to the other questions. I'm only asking this question. I'm going to ask you for a favor. I'm gonna ask for a favor. I'm gonna be like a medium, okay? Kind of like just like a medium. You're gonna ask me questions, okay? So I'm not gonna be the one asking questions, okay? So okay, just ask me the questions and I'll just say it without thinking. The point is that you know what I mean? Okay. So you know what I mean, guys. So please do this, okay? So ask me questions about the situations, very direct questions. It could be yes or no, okay? So just ask me the question. Just say like, what do you see about it? You just ask me the question so we can get through this, okay? Because I feel like sometimes my brain it's not burned, but it's sort of like I almost like I'm thinking too much. Maybe let's figure out a way to come to answer. Okay, so ask questions about it. Okay, I'm not okay. So I'm waiting for your questions. Hello, questions. So okay, I'm going to wait here. No problem. Okay, please ask questions here because I want to know. But I just want to be the one who's like, okay, no, guys, no, it's not about okay, okay, several things here. Don't try to like ask questions about this thing, not any questions about the whole thing about Trump leaving in the moment when the whole thing. And then time is also difficult. So this is like don't timing is not it's not like timing question so much. So what? Okay, is Pelosi in regular contact with, like, you know what I mean? Try to ask a question of like, okay, this is good. What are you talking about? Okay, so do the allies? Okay, will U.S. declare war? I don't know what that means. That means nothing. I don't know. So okay, the military have orders. Okay, is Pelosi in regular contact with Dunford? She's been alerted. She's received. I see him giving her and others these letters that they're saying these events are happening. There's indications that there's intrusion into the space, intrusion, that we are ready to attack back. Just so you know, it is not anything to have to do with Trump. Like it's beyond what Trump tells them. Okay. So okay, next. Okay, so then will you, okay, are the allies ready to help? Yes, they're ready to help. They've already helped a lot. They've given a lot of information to the military and other intelligencies. Okay, so does the military have orders to enter, mine the point they had, they take Trump out? Enter mine. What does that mean? Is Pelosi playing 3D chess and she's behind the scene? I feel she's trying to get them all. Is Pelosi playing 3D chess? She is putting a facade on. She's receiving a lot of information behind her back. She needs to keep a straight face. She needs to act as if she is harmless because there's so much going on. Her role, her purpose is to be quiet so that everything can happen behind the scenes. Okay. Okay. Is this why she's not doing impeachment? Because she knows. She feels that there's a lot of action behind the scenes. It's not, she's like, it's not my role to move. I don't want to move. I want to make sure these people that are doing the work behind the scenes are protected. Okay. Will the banking be shut down with the airspace when Trump is taken down? Yes. It's not, it's almost as if it's saying here, guys, that the power is out for a few minutes or something like that. Okay. It's almost as if there's a nationwide blackout, something like that. That's what it feels like to me. Okay. It's kind of like this down and up and down. Okay. It's a don't worry, but it's almost as if like, oh, suddenly you can't hear, there's no cell phones or something. It's relatively quick. Will NATO Article 5 be invoked? What is NATO Article? I don't know, guys. NATO Article 5. Yes, there's, guys, there's almost like there's a worldwide pause. There's this communication of different airspaces. There are, stuff like that. Okay. Ruth, okay, is the military isolating Pence too? Yeah, Prince, they have a stack of people here that are already compromised. They're going to make the decision to track, you know what I mean, to kind of like, because they know he's compromised as well. He's on the other thing. Okay. Okay. Will our power grids be attacked or disabled? No. But it's almost like they see, guys, the military or the defense or whatever it is, they see that there's an imminent attack. They're very close. So by that, I mean they feel like they have to shut it down in order to prevent an actual attack. Okay. How does Trump's base react to his appearance? Trump's base is 7% of the population. That's really his base. Everything else is bullshit. They understand because it's saying that the evidence is overwhelming. Okay. Okay. Article 5, they're going to come to a native member. Okay. What Article 5? Okay, so are they going to come? Guys, I feel like there's this thing where a lot of countries shut down their airspace. There's something where the world is a bit of like a standstill. Okay. Okay, are there indictments waiting to be served against some Senate members? Yes, a lot of them. They're saying oh my God, I got in this number here. 43 people are of Congress or maybe Senate. I don't know. They're under counterintelligence investigation. Okay. Counterintelligence investigation. That's what it is. Not just that they are indictments, but it's counterintelligence. So you're saying here the difference between regular crimes and counterintelligence. The counterintelligence is like is almost like a person's committing crimes as we speak. So this is why they're so dangerous. So they can kind of like grab them. Oh, this is saying, guys, oh my God, it's so sad. They're saying they can get these people because they are under counterintelligence investigation. And that's a different type of, they're saying it's a different thing. So for example, when counterintelligence things happen, these people could be arrested because it's almost as if they are terrorists. Okay. 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 So I feel it is important. Okay. If it's important. Okay. Guys, I'm not catching up. Okay. So I feel it is important to see that no one is above all. Will we see the grifters in prison? Yes, they're going to go to prison. The thing, guys, it's saying that Trump is the last straw. Once he goes down, the whole thing happens. Okay. Gen B, will they shut down Russia's grid during this? They're going to shut down, guys. This is why it's saying, oh my God, why it's important to shut down the blackout the country kind of thing for a little bit, because they are going to be lost. Where are we? Where are we? What happened? What happened? What happened? So it's almost like, for example, like imagine a place, imagine a physical place that there's attackers. So they're going this place. If the light is shut down or they shut down their radio, they don't know where they're going. They don't know what they're seeing. Okay. So that's kind of the idea here. I feel like the military feels very dangerous, this attack. It is could be on the part, but they are able to avert it, and they are also able to but they are doing it as a precaution. It's more, you know what I'm saying, guys? I feel like they're doing is this code red situation, but it's more as a precaution than a reaction. Does it make sense? They know it's coming. They don't want to wait to see what they're going to do. They're going to shut the whole thing. It's almost like old fashioned, like what is it called, like the Middle Ages or whatever. If they're attacking the fortress, they're gonna shut the door before they're like, oh, let's see what they do. Oh, look at them, they're coming. Oh, hello. I know. Okay, what time of the year will okay, okay, what time of the year will the take occur? Late summer, very hot days of August or something. Okay, does go Trump go quietly in the face of force when they come to get him, or is there going to be a scuffle? What is the immediate reaction of kids? Guys, I see that they go in there and the kids are not there. They're like bitches that way. No, no, but no. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. I can imagine somebody telling pa. Guys, somebody should slap Kushner on the face. For me. For me. For me. Like, okay, so they're kind of gonna lose touch with Trump. Honestly. I don't know how, but it's what it feels like. Okay, so what happened to propaganda news? They're gonna be out, guys. Remember the thing I saw before that Mueller was gonna kind of put them off the air for a little bit, okay? Okay. Is this what you saw a year ago that it will all go down at once? It's a little bit different because things are it's not, there's so many different moving parts, okay? So, but it is the thing that and I used to say here that when you saw the thing going down at once, the difference is that it felt like before it was a choice and now it feels like necessity. It's as if they have no other choice but to do it like this, okay? Will this feel like a coup? It will feel like a cleansing. It will feel like the truth is finally said. It's not going to feel like a coup because immediately you're going to have Nancy. Nancy. Like it's not as if there's not going to be okay, okay, he resigns. Okay. And guys, I see that, Trump signs the thing. Okay. There he is signing the thing. Like, he signs the letter. Okay. Will this feel like a coup? They can finally get use of Trump's emergency phone system. I don't know what that is, guys. No. Will there be fighting bombs? No. No fighting. Not that I see, no. Because you know what it is, guys? Those people, imagine, because I think we've been living in this reality where the FBI is doing these investigations and nothing is done. Okay. So I feel like, no, 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 but you don't understand, guys. His base, what you describe as his base, are criminals. All the white supremacist gangs and all those people. Okay, if they get a, if they are already in the investigation, if they get them at the same time, okay, then you know what I mean. So, but I think the problem is right now the truth is not being revealed. So once the truth comes out, I don't feel like what are you going to say? Okay, those people, guys, we have to also put this 7% of the population needs to fuck the hell off. Okay, like they're willing to throw the entire country under the bus. I don't care if they're stubborn, if they are lawless trash, they need to accept it because the whole country can't go down because of 7% or whatever. I'm sorry, let's get real. Okay, I'm sorry, no, they need to wake the motherfucker. They need to, like, there's not babies, they're crying babies. Put them in, you know what I mean. I'm not, don't worry, guys, think about it. It's like because of, like, it can't be held. We can't, the NRA doesn't exist anymore, guys. It's already over. Think about it. The NRA crumbles. That's right. It's already over. You saw it. It's over. But what I'm saying, guys, is this: is like with a country, it cannot be held hostage. Okay, the country cannot be held hostage by 5%. It's not even 5%. They make it up. The people, do you really, okay, let's go. Do you think these people who are like on the internet are like any of these people, like what's his name? I don't know. Ben Shapiro. Do you think he's gonna be like fighting? Ben Shapiro. He's very tough. Ben Shapiro. No, no, no. Think about it. Do you really think that these people, when push comes to shove, are they gonna go? Oh, I'm Ben Shapiro. Hmm. Okay, guys. I'm sorry. I feel I don't want to alarm you, but I feel like that's my sense. Okay. I mean, who knows? Sounds crazy. Okay. Ben Shapiro is my age. He's like 5'4". You know. So so like you cannot be afraid of these people. Okay. Will there be an election? What do you mean an election? Yeah, there's gonna be. Okay. Will there be an election after this? Are we gonna? We're gonna transition the country as is until we find there's gonna be the 2020 election. Okay. There's gonna be the 2020 election. Yeah, guys. And so what? That these people are blinded by Trump. It's not my. I don't care about. Like, do they care? Do you think they care about you? Do they think they don't care about the country? The guys, did you see Germany? Think of Germany. What happened in Germany? Okay, there was a much bigger slice of the population that was pro Hitler. Okay, okay, how soon will Mattel tell us? How soon? I think it's gonna be a relatively quick thing. Okay, and there's gonna be this transition where they resign. And there's all hundreds of indictments. Yeah, I think so. But guys, because it's not because they're gonna say here, it's not just because Fox News is gonna be out. It's because a lot of these people are already under indictment. Okay, we talked about it, right? So it's not as if it's like just because they're cutting the television. It's because there's indictments going on here, guys. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So it's like because guys, think about, for example, Oklahoma City bombing or Waco, whatever it was. There's people who still think that Waco, oh, the guy was great or whatever. There's always going to be somebody who disagrees. But if the price is like, we can't be held hostage by these insane people. That's it. Okay, that's just a fact. Okay. So one question I didn't. Okay, so Kiki D here asked, how does his base react to his disappearance? Um, he doesn't. He resigns. Okay. So it's not as if he disappears. It's like there's and they do talk about him, the 40s, what is it, the 25th Amendment or something? He's too crazy. This is true. This is true. He's crazy. He lost his mind. Okay, that's true, guys. And if they can't accept it, then it's like it's not, we can't be held hostage by these people. Okay, who are like, I'm sorry, uneducated for the most part, and both the combination of the uneducated being manipulated and the billionaires who support Trump. Okay, so I'm sorry, we can't be like, oh, they don't like it, go, well, move on. Okay, so this is a, guys, I feel like there is, and I don't know if this is the other possibility. Okay, if they can be pushed to, can like say, okay, let me just, I have a question. Mitch McConnell, for example. Okay, I will have 20 minutes. It's good. I'm starting to pack here, but you don't need putting the cables away. So, okay, now this is a question that I have. Could the military possibly, or law enforcement, maybe force Mitch McConnell to pass this bill? Okay, or not? Or does this, what happens here? Because, you say, look, Mitch McConnell, you're going to be indicted. Trump is crazy. We know you do whatever the Chinese and the Russians want. Could they do that? No. Why not? Because he's failed his duty as it's sort of like, you can't have a person who was it's they're saying something like to me, like, for example, if the guys is, they know they've done treason, you can't just be like, okay, you did treason, but now just do this last thing for us. It's in itself, it would be corrupt, so they have to be just removed. Okay, I don't know, guys, it's hard to believe. Okay, I have to say, guys, when do they move on the worker? Yeah, they'll be indicted. Yeah, definitely. Rebecca Murphy. Yeah, yeah. So when do they move on Murdoch? Guys, I told you before. Did you see the reading on Murdoch? Okay. What kind of backlash showing for? No backlash. These people are criminals. There's no backlash. They go to prison. Okay. There's no guys. You honestly, you have to stop being afraid of these people. Seriously, stop being afraid of these people. They are like creating this drama in their head. Okay. No, or backlash. The backlash they may have, but is guys. It's I was telling you, this is minor. These people are not. They a lot of them have been indicted already, and they are minor. The people who voted for Trump, they talk on the internet, but they don't really go in person. Do you think people are going to fight the military? No. Okay. So aren't the Dems okay? The Mitch McConnell, yeah. So it's not even a question, right? So I don't know, guys. This is the situation. We get to a point where it's ungovernable. Okay, the country is ungovernable, and they have to do something, and nobody's doing it. Nobody's doing it, and it's basically an attack on the country. And it's because it could, okay. So this is what you have to remember. So if anything, okay, that I get from this, and guys, I feel like I don't know if this is help. How do I say this? At the same time, this is not. I don't want you to be like, oh my God, this is happening. Mueller testified on July 17th. Isn't that significant? Oh, Julia, this is okay. It's only significant because the military realizes nobody does anything. Because Mueller testifying is not going to change Mitch McConnell. Okay. So you see what I'm saying? It's like this is not something that they do because they're like, they don't think, okay. It's not as if like this is what I want to say, guys. It's not as if it's something that they like planning, like, oh, let's do this. So what could we do? Could we no? It's an emergency. It's kind of like think about it pre 9/11, okay? It's like the country is under some sort of attack and they decide to protect the country, and Trump is on the way. It's like he's the barrier to security, national security, and this is how I think they remove him, because he's a danger to national security. It's not because they're like, oh, today's the day we're going to remove Trump. No, it's because Trump creates a circumstance or maybe arranges with Putin or whatever that they're going to attack. You see what I'm saying? So and it becomes clear that, right, we've guys, let's get real. Nothing, I've said it before the other day. I was like, no, there's no way that we have to stop thinking that, like, oh, the Senate. No, the Senate has already said they're not going to do anything. Mitch McConnell has been saying this for a long time. So so this is the guys. It's not, it's almost as if, I know it sounds a little strange, but like it's almost as if it does. Is it helpful? I don't know. I just, even because I need to understand it. We just want to say this is that it's not as if they're like, oh, I want to remove Trump. Is that we need to protect the country, and Trump is on the way. He does not want to protect the country. You see what I'm saying? Because what I was saying before is that it's not just the stuff that he is working with Russia or not. Yeah, but Cynthia says yes, but they know that Trump's are security threats now. Yeah, they know there's a difference between being a security threat and an actual security incident happening and the person not letting anything happen. That's the difference, guys. You know what I mean? This is what you have to remember. It's like it's one thing when Trump is the theoretical, he's a danger, he's doing things that are bad. But when the US is attacked and he does nothing, that is the, if anything, guys, what is that? What is the point where this happens? Is the, oh, and I'm getting this image, guys. I think it could be Dumford. It's like, you know what it is? It's like a president is showing here that he's supposed to be driving, we're not driving the ship. What do you call it? It's a person who is in charge of the ship, like the direction of the country, the controls of the ship, okay? Or like an airplane, okay? The airplane. So then if the guy is not driving, he's like, no, I'm not gonna ride the, he doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to be in charge of the airplane, right? Or he doesn't want to be like captain of the ship. He doesn't want to be the captain of the ship. He's not, he's gonna be absent. He's like, oh, Putin tell whatever. So then the military pushes him out of the way. That's what they do. They push him out of the way so they could do something. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So he, okay, guys, he know he, where he is. He's asleep at the wheel. That's what it really is all about. Him being asleep at the wheel, because the country is attacked and nobody does anything. Okay, that's it. That's the bottom line here. It's not, this is why I wanted to emphasize this, guys, to you. It's not that he's like, oh, whatever, stuff like that. Is that he is that there is a situation where he does not protect the country, the bottom line, okay? And it just so happens that he is also, you know, is that he is like, he's just, oh, interesting, guys. Oh my God, this is very interesting. Janice say Dunford leaves in September. So that could be a, oh, interesting. Very good, guys. Interesting information. Huh? Very interesting. Oh, very good. Okay, let me ask Carfon. Is General Dunford gonna do this before he leaves? Is General Dunford gonna do this before he leaves? He wasn't planning to. This is what it's saying, guys. They know of all these dangers. It's not as if it was on a to-do list. Okay, it's not as if this was on a to-do list. Is that this is the thing that they had to do something. Okay, this is what it is. It's like, and in a way, guys, this actually makes me, this reading now that I'm like finally making sense. Okay, it makes me feel better. Okay, because to me it was still, I was still wasn't understanding how could he leave and what was happening, and now it makes sense. Is that he was not protecting the country, and there was, and I'm seeing here the face of Putin and either other people, but like the problem with Trump is not, forget about what he did in the past, is that he is not going to be right there. That's right, dereliction of duty. Not even that, guys. He's working, and guys, oh my God. It's not as if, because to me, it really, when I see this thing, it's like people are saying, oh, does this mean that he is like, what is it called? Does this mean that he is, they want to remove Trump because, trees, they don't want to, it's not that they want to remove Trump because, oh, we're going to remove him. No, it's because there's an attack going on and the guy is asleep at the wheel. And he's insane. He's insane, first of all, and second of all, he's treasonous. So he has to be removed. And in parallel to that, there was already these investigations going on. But it's almost as if the removal of Trump, right? The removal of Trump, like the removal of Trump and these other people happens, like the people were already under investigation, but it wasn't necessarily planned. Okay, right? Don't you think, guys? No, oh my God, guys, they will have 5 minutes more, but I'm like, I'm so glad. Thank you for listening to me, because I'm like, I might make no sense, right? It must make no sense, but it does. It does actually make sense, right? And I'm seeing, guys, people talking about the base. Honestly, I'm seeing here, even the people on the base, they get it. When it's explained to them what happened, they get it. Okay. Oh, Romo, this is good. This is good. She says, my pension Dunford will be there to take down Trump. Oh yeah, but says, uh-huh. Oh yeah. 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 So you see, it makes more sense. So yeah, we're connected, Roman and I. We have a good relationship. No, Roman, we are. I trust her. Trust her. So like, oh my God, guys, oh my God. Hmm. 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 I'm like, computer process. The wheel when the computer is like processing. It's like shut down, not shut down, but it's still processing. Processing. Oh. Doesn't okay. Now I think it makes sense, right, guys? Now it makes sense because now that's what it is. I still didn't understand how come he going to remove him. Not go one day we wake up or remove. It's because yeah. So interesting, no? I'm sorry, guys. I tomorrow. I have to catch up on so many things, but I hope it's helpful. Is it helpful? It makes sense, I think. I think it makes sense information. Yeah, so now I understand. It's not as if, because honestly, it is a little worrisome if people say, "Oh, but can can Trump be removed?" It's not like necessarily like that. Is that he's not? He's on the way. He's the drunk guy at the wheel. This would make sense, right? A drunk guy at the wheel. He's not actually drunk, but acts as though he were drunk. He's like the guy who wants. He's like drunk at the wheel, and he's like, oh, oh. So guys, for next, I'm sorry, and I feel like I must keep apologizing because it's so confusing. But this makes me think of the next time. The next time I need, so the questions I need to ask is about this attack. Are we going to be under attack? Is Trump going to, this is another way to ask about this. Is like, is Trump going to be able to defend us? Is the military going to step up? What are they going to do? So it's kind of like a way for us to look at each special episode. So yeah, exactly. He fails exactly. He commander in chief. He not only because imagine if you're driving you're in a car and the guy's drunk. The guy's drunk and he does not want to leave. He does not want to leave the wheel. Not only that, but he's letting the other guy, crash the car and kill everybody. That's kind of the story here. He wants to be absent. He wants everybody out. But the ship is sinking. He's like, no, don't about it. Vlad is on the other line. Vlad is and they get it. Okay, so I understand here from my phones. I understand that. Thank you guys for being understand because I know it can be a lot. It can be overwhelming. Okay, so we're going to continue. Oh my god. Those are crazy for my house, crazy. Exactly. Genvi says like a DUI for president. Exactly that. Okay. So yeah, so okay guys, so tomorrow I'm probably gonna do tomorrow and Sunday as well because I have too many questions. I have questions. I have too many questions. So you know what I mean? Like I think until we really understand this, okay, it is very difficult. Very difficult. So okay, now I think it makes sense. Okay. Well, thanks, Jen. Yeah, thanks. Tomorrow, okay? Yeah. Oh, interesting. Jess saying if this was a general admirer, they would be exactly immediately removed. Oh, this makes sense, Jess. Actually, interesting. That makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right, guys. So see you tomorrow, very soon. Okay, we're gonna have a conversation. We're gonna have a conversation. So I need to have to think about those things. Okay. So see you later, alligator. Sleep well. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Good night. Okay. Bye.